Namaskaram, Vanakkam and a warm welcome to Sunday Sadhana, your favorite Hindu magazine program on SABC2. We promise a heartwarming show that delves deep into the oneness of our human spirit as Sunday Sadhana captures the essence of love in action with the 25th anniversary of the Forget-Me-Not Sporting Club in Chatsworth. Then journeys into the heart of rural Ambo near Amkumas for an exceptional Seva project. And we end with a focus on exam fever at the UKZN Westville Hindu Centre. The Forget-Me-Not Sports Club for the Disabled celebrated its 25th anniversary with a public fun walk through Chatsworth recently, uniting so many different segments of society through the feeling of Vasudeva Kutumbakum. The club's vision of encouraging people with different abilities to transcend limitations and break barriers was hugely successful as participants completed the event through perseverance, purpose, and pure camaraderie.
Today was an event to commemorate our club's 25th anniversary. The Forget-Me-Not Sports Club for the Disabled was started in 1987 to promote sports, recreation and social activities for people who had physical disabilities.
It was a very emotionally charged kind of event for me. This is reminiscing and recalling the early days and the struggle that people with disabilities, particularly here in Chatsworth, were faced with in terms of integrating and having access to resources, and particularly in terms of sport.
In 1987, people with disabilities were rarely seen in the public. You never saw them in workplace or in any economically productive activity or in the public. And we felt that the people with disabilities were actually shunned, and there were people that were actually kept in closets at home. So the name was Forget-Me-Not, was not to forget people with disabilities, because they are human beings who also have experienced the same emotions, same challenges like anyone else. So it was a call for equal treatment. It was a call for people to be treated with dignity.
One of the motives that we always strive for is inclusion. We want to be part of the community, and all we say is give us an opportunity, create equal access so that we can participate in those events equally.
In 1986, I met with a very serious motor accident which left me as a paraplegic. The first few months I grappled with my new identity. I struggled with a sense of loss, and I always thought that I was a person with an active, able mind but trapped in a disobedient body. And together with a group of a few young, active men, we decided to start a club for the disabled to address some of the challenges that we faced.
Way back when I was about 14 years old, in 1973, I lost my sight through infection of measles. I was at high school at that stage. It was very traumatic for me because my nephew was younger than me, was also affected by measles, and both of us lost our sight overnight.
In 1987, I was very fortunate to visit Bhagavan Sri Satya Sai Baba at Prashanti Nilayam in December, and having a very close spiritual encounter with him helped me to understand that in spite of the challenges that I faced, I could yet transcend them and become an instrument in his hands to serve society. So it was the spirit of service that he instilled in me, and the courage and grace that he showered upon me, that has helped me to cope with many of my life's challenges to the point that I now look at these challenges as opportunities to serve others and to bring smiles on people's faces.
I come from a very devout Hindu family, and you know, it wasn't easy to accept not having sight. But I think much later in life, I realized that there was a purpose in life. And the fact that I lost my sight wasn't the end of the world. And that I had a responsibility to myself, to my family, and to my community, because there's still a lot of things I can do without sight.
Instilled me with so much of spiritual maturity and wisdom to look beyond people's appearances or their character or personalities, to look beyond their material possessions, to see the Spirit of God in everyone and to identify with that love energy that's present in all of us.